Hey, it's the Scotch Test Dummies. With us, a Glenfiddich Aged Discovery.
Boom, 19 years on this. It's kind of a big old box.
Let's test it.
Test it! All right, Scott, tell us about the box in this Aged Discovery thing. I'm going to open it up so they can see and discover.
We had this actually came from our liquor store that we use.
Yeah, there was a guy that came in,
yeah,
was a fan, and said, give this to the dummies.
Let them test it.
Right, he had bought it, but apparently he took 2 bottles out.
Okay, well, the Aged Discovery series here, these are 200 milliliter bottles, all 19 years. One was the Madeira cask, one was Bourbon Cask, and one was red wine cask. I wish we'd have had I would have loved to try the red wine cask. We don't. We have the Bourbon Cask.
Apparently, he really liked those other 2, but he donated these to us for review. And there's not much left. Yeah, I do one. I tasted it. It's a very dark bottle. Let me pour it. So, but it was kind of neat because basically you go in to pick up something and they go, "Hey, we got something for you." And we were like, "Really?"
Yeah.
I don't know.
Is there more? Pour it all in there.
Oh.
Or was that it? Might as well get rid of it. There's not much left. You might as well.
Yeah, we're down to the very end here.
Oh, god dang. There's more than I thought. That's more than I thought.
What are you doing? You told me to pour it out.
There's just like a little bit.
You're like, yeah, I got to do stuff today. Look at this. There's stuff I got to get done today. You're like, keep pouring it. I was like peer pressure, and I capitulated.
I didn't think there was that much in. I thought there was just like a couple drops left.
Oh, I know.
You
can't
that
tell.
sounds
The
a
glass is
great
very
fruity nose, just bringing it up and nosing.
Wow, it does. Very fruity.
Great color, and it doesn't say on there if it's...
Do you want the box?
Does it say non-chill filtered, natural coloring, anything like that? I don't know if it does or not.
You know, this is the Bourbon Cask, right?
Yes, the Bourbon Cask.
So, I mean, it's 19 years in American oak, previously used to mellow fine bourbon, of course. You're going to get some sweetness tempered by rich dried fruit flavors. You know what? I love these, first of all. When you come in and you're offering this at a very purchasable set. And I know we only got the one. He really liked the other 2 and just said, hey, I like them. My understanding is he wasn't quite as big a fan of this.
Yeah, he had opened this and he even tasted it.
Right, so he at least tried it. But it was kind of a nice deal. I will tell you, by the way, I organize a parade every year. I'm in the parade, rolling around. Someone from the crowd, I'm in a little mule, kind of like a gator, and it yells out, "Scotch Test Dummy!" And it was one of those deals where like, yeah! And then I went a little further, I'm like, who was that? Who yelled that out? Because that hadn't happened before. I'm literally like rolling down and I'm checking on like the horses in the segment or something like that, and someone from the crowd literally yells out, "Scotch Test Dummy!" And I'm like, yeah! And then I realized that was odd. Yeah, and I don't know who it was. So if you were one of those in the crowd that yelled that out, let me know. But we had a hidden value. That is a lot, brother. You really peer pressured me, and I literally have to set up for. We got a huge all-day game
back in
event.
there. You haven't had water yet.
I'm doing that. We got a huge all-day game event tomorrow. Yeah, doesn't that intrigue you?
What it does is this nose.
Oh, tell me about the nose. You're right. It is fruity.
Very fruity. And
floral.
Very blueberry-ish. I mean, just
call.
a nice fruit, light fruit. Actually, in my notes, I've got an orange citrus and a lemon meringue.
When you said, lemon meringue. When you said blueberry.
Blueberry, though, yeah.
Huh.
It's really a great nose. Oak. Fruit. The 19 years has served it well.
Flavor, first of all, very smooth and velvety on the palate. I get a little underlying toe of the nutty oak. It's crisp. Oh boy, is it just, and it's got like a, what is it? Kind of a warmth underlaid in there. Yep. What do you got?
There's a nuttiness that's coming out with the fruit. It's very full, very well rounded, smooth. Of course, it's 40%. don't know if we mentioned that or not. I wish it'd be a little bit stronger.
This is an example, though, where at 40%, I would have thought it was 43 or 46 without
Really?
looking.
Well,
I'm not getting the weakness, like it's been overly watered. It's got nice trails that come down. Wow.
this is just, it's a beautiful, fruity Scotch.
Age of Discovery. Now,
Absolutely no harshness to it.
none. Smooth. Refreshing. The taste palette is still lingering, but it lingers a lot differently. It almost lingers like vanilla. Like my mom travels down to Mexico, deep into Texas, and will go in and buy that Mexican vanilla. And it almost, the flavor in my mouth almost has the nose of that strong Mexican vanilla.
I was thinking ginger as well, maybe, or a little cinnamon.
Good. Now, I know this was, a guy saying, hey, I'm a fan, give these to the dummies, but do you know the price point of this whole box?
I don't.
Okay.
No. But even just the 19-year bourbon, if you found a bottle of the 19-year Bourbon Cask Reserve, I would say buy it.
Yeah, oh, it's delicious. But here's what I like.
Just hazarding the guess, though, at 19 years, it's probably going to be 140 to 150. Maybe 120
for the bottle or the
for the
pack?
bottle.
Okay.
If you found a bottle of the 19-year Bourbon Cask,
I don't know if we can speak.
I would hazard a guess. Any 19 years is going to be
Sure.
100 to 150.
Sure. Well, we can't speak intelligently on it. We're pleased for the gift. Here's what I do like.
Can't speak intelligently.
We don't know the price. We're just kind of
We
throwing
always
out.
speak
like,
intelligently.
We are the dummies. Here's what I would say. I love when distilleries offer these packs. It allows you to come in at something at a decent price point and to really taste everything. And in this case, this gentleman didn't really like the bourbon one that it spent.
Or maybe it was just his least favorite.
Maybe it's his least favorite. But I love these packs. So I don't know if we can go into is it worth it, but I would tell you oftentimes it's worth it to try some of these smaller little packs.
How about, I would say it is worth considering.
I'll go deeper and say it's worth it. When you can buy something and try three and experience 19-year-old scotches in a trifecta like that, and do something that we often get to do here. He'll look up.
Let's see if it's available.
Okay. Often he and I get to do it because we might have purchased multiple bottles and we'll do a shootout. A shootout is when we got the same family and we try 3, 4, maybe 5, generally in the same family of dram. But to be able to buy them in a 3-bottle set and then you kind of do that for yourself, I love that option. What does the...
Okay, well, the Master of Malt had the Bourbon Cask for $120.
Right, good call. What did you say it was?
I figured it's 130, 110,
Good call,
130.
good call.
152 for the Madeira bottling. But let's see if they've got the 3-pack.
By the way, you got Glenfiddich.
So $120 for the Bourbon Cask 19-year. Would you say that's worth it?
Yes.
I would say too.
Yes. This is really good. By the way, Glenfiddich in Gaelic means Valley of the Deer.
Valley of the Deer.
Valley of the Deer.
Very good.
Just throwing that out there. I'm gonna tell you one reason we know that is thanks to Whisky Classified. Okay. Whisky Classified is by David Wishart, and it gives you a nice history of whiskey in general, Scotch. And then you go in and they've got the different distilleries, and they got what I need the most is like Ben Rioch. They've got it broken down phonetically, Ben Rioch, so I can say it right because I am a dummy. Okay, and then they'll tell you what that Gaelic means. So it's kind of a nice little addendum. So if you get a chance, if you're really into it, check out your Whiskey Classifieds, because the other thing this book is doing is instead of just classifying Scotch by its region, it's actually classifying it kind of by its flavor profile. So a smoky Islay not just because of the region, but it'll be scored and ranked, and it explains it in much greater detail in here based on, you know, how much of that peat flavor's in there. What do you got?
Well, I'm just looking online and I can't find it. It must
Can't
be.
find the price? It's probably
no, I
gone.
can't find this pack. Yeah.
Really? What is that
be-
right there?
Well, that's pictures of it.
Oh,
the
there's pictures
actual
of
there. It's on the Glenfiddich
Lord have mercy.
website.
Almost broke the empty bottle. All right. Well,
So-
on that note, is there anything else we want to throw out? I mean, I know this came with it's Madeira, bourbon, and red wine little bottles that come in there.
I'm gonna enjoy drinking the rest of this.
All right. I'm glad you made me pour it all out.
Yes.
Scotch it, you Scotch gods.
Cilantro. Dummies. We didn't score it.
We didn't score it. Rewind, baby. Rewind.
No, we don't even rewind. We'll just throw it in there. There it
90.
is.
90.
91. Right
I
up
like
there.
it. It's got a lot
Bam.
of flavor to it. It's got a little flavor explosion.
Yep.
Loving it. Now we're gone. Scotch it, you Scotch gods.
Cilantro. Dummies.
That was good. Unless you want to do another one. Do one. You lead in.
Okay.
You do it.
Hey, it's a Scotch Test Dummy.